feel being gay is not right, so you want to impose your opinion on that person, and because you believe it's not right. Who said? Who are you to judge?
Hi guys, good evening from wherever it is you're listening to this from. My name is Shola Bamidele. I'm a lot of things. Communications manager. On this project, the co-executive producer. Art model, pretty much everything. Yeah.
My name is Papa Oyemi, and I like to think of myself as a fashion artist. Because I started out as a fashion designer, but I think pretty much now I do a couple of other things. That's not just designing the garment or the accessories or things like that. So I've added like some art project or to my resume, and also things on activisms and projects like that. So I think more of like a fashion artist, but I use fashion as my main medium.
Oh, my name is Olaguke Adeshewa, line producer.
And I'm Abhyav Miakabo. My friends call me Yom Yom. I'm a lawyer, I'm an actor, I'm a dance artist. I'm so many things put in one together, but for the purpose of this project, you had your turn. For the purpose of this project, I'm the movement director.
I'm also a model instructor, director, and catwalk expert.
My name is Ali Razak. I'm a makeup artist, and I've been working with Maxibil for a while. And yeah, I've been a makeup artist in a while, like a couple of years back, and it's what I love doing because I found joy in it, and I'm still in it, and I keep pushing. So.
Hi, my name is Olaluwa Sumbo Lundegun, but everyone calls me Big Ma. I wear a lot of hats. I'm a publicist, a freelance presenter and writer. And on this project, I'm the script supervisor and continuity.
Hi, my name is Nomia-Yusuf. I am a multimedia personality and a creative. I'm the director, the writer, and the co-executive producer.
Great.
But for me, most importantly, I think I've always wanted to write a story that was extremely queer, that I would look like I'm like, what the hell have I written? So Pink Lounge and the Pink Lounge World and Billy's Bunny gave me the opportunity to do that.
At first it was like, oh, some other queer story, let's see what they're here to say. Let me support my friend. But from supporting my friend, it touched me because it's no jokes here. These are what people face in their daily lives, and if this is the horror that goes behind the scene, please give them a shoulders to lean on.
When I read Nikki's lines, I was like, wow, I was given a homophobic role. Like, really? I was like, maybe Maxime doesn't like me. But I think I enjoy her role. I was at home and I go to like I look at the mirror, I go, oh, wait, make I ask you, sir. Like, it's a good thing. Like, it makes me like feel in touch with a different me, and I like to explore. I'm a Sagittarian, so.
It's a project that has been brewing for a very long time, and I think it's actually very important it's an important story to tell, because I feel that we need to. One of the approach I use for my work is being very raw and direct. So I think that because the kind of ways I've seen this kind of story being told is always very, for lack of a better word, pancaked. So for me, it was very, very important to have it like very, very true story, direct, raw, no sugarcoating or anything like that, just pure as it actually happened or things like that, and maybe a little bit of drama to it to make it fun.
I like the drama. You know, of course, there's always drama where they're queer people. So I love the drama, and I love their story of friendship, of love, and them, you know, trying to wade through the waters of the society, basically. So yeah.
I think the story of friendship, it's quite important to not just document the way friendship transcends not only friendship but family as well, because I believe that your friends are your family. It's not just by blood, and it's quite important to see the interaction between these characters and how they navigate their lives, their careers, and pretty much everything. So for me, family is quite important, and I hold my friends quite dearly, and they are my family. So yeah.
It's been fun. It's been really self discovery. It's helped me to discover myself in some way. I don't know. Just help me find myself in a much safer mindset. Feel like these are some people's personal experiences rather, and to be able to tell this story is a blessing because they've lived it. I have not experienced some of these things personally, but I can understand how we'll feel living in a country like this.
I think it is very bold, considering the fact that we live in a very homophobic climate, and for the brand Maxiviv to bring out this flamboyant lifestyle to the world. I think it's a bold step, and I'm very sure, give it a couple of years or a couple of months, it would register. People would come to see our presence and that, look, we're forced to reckon with. We're not going anywhere. We're here to stay, and we'll burn this city.
For me, it's kind of hard because, I'm a woman. I'm straight, so I can't really relate to each character. But if there's someone I can say, maybe I kind of like, I think St. Paris. Definitely St. Paris.
Why?
Because St. Paris is kind of like who I am, kind of like the mother hen of the friend group, kind of the one that brings people together, if I'm, correct. So yes, definitely St. Paris.
I think I relate with Todai and Shade's character the most. Todai, because a lot of things that were revealed in the script, in real life, Todai would not have expressed any of those things. So it was kind of like an alter ego element. So if I would look at Todai in that regards, then Nurse Shade in the sense that real life Nurse Shade kind of knows how to play being, what do you call it, a cameo as opposed to a lead. So it was nice to see the character Nurse Shade take forefront and be brave and bold in the way that I know the real Nurse Shade to be. So that hit home for me.
I am playing Nikki, and to be very honest, I don't want to be friends with Nikki. Nikki is not someone I would want to know or be friends with. She's this wild, ghetto kind of girl, and nah, not me. Why? She's very homophobic. Like, Nikki is everything crazy that I would say.
Shunshulu Simbi, since this is the safe space, Shunshulu Simbi is actually one of my personalities, I would say, that I never allow to invade my life, but now I'm given the platform to allow her invade my life. I call her Roman. She's very spicy. She's nasty, and she's a very naughty girl. And Shunshulu Simbi is she's one personality that I've always just like shoved behind to not give her the opportunity to run my life.
Bailey is burning. Obviously, Bailey is burning. The production speaks more about the queer community, the LGBTQ community, and it speaks about awareness and how we've been fighting for so long and how we will keep on fighting till we get our right and we would become stable. We would stand and we will just get there. What we want, we are going to get our rights. That's all I understand about Bailey's Burning.
Okay, can I turn back and speak?
Yes,
Or do
please.
you want to blow my face or anything like that? I think that I have to speak to my peer if I can say anything on this. But yeah, something did happen, and it was kind of disappointing, but I think I found glory in it, so I'm good.
I feel like we spent up to like a month plus preparing for it, because I remember having to always be here at the Maxville studio, doing the whole practice and all that, and having to do all that work and still not be able to perform because we had like a tight space and we had to make sure that everything was done just with the whole yeah, like we projected the whole the runway. We tried to like envision how the runway would be, try to place everybody where they were supposed to be, and having to go through all those different, how do I put it, technical setup in a tiny space. It was pretty much a lot, and then not being able to bring it up, not being able to like show it at the end of the day just felt really bad and sad. Lagos Fashion Week was a week to remember and a week that you pray to forget at the same time because it was traumatizing for me. I mean, a lot happened. Just one thing happened that led to a lot, so it wasn't a good experience, coupled with the fact that there was a lot of anticipation, you know, the movie being shown in Amsterdam and I think, you know, different parts of the world and coming down to where the producer is from, and it was highly anticipated, but to our surprise, I mean, just few hours or minutes to the production of the stage play, it was I'm not sure anybody on that set would like to remember that day as much as we really wish it happened.
Honestly, after the event at Fashion Week, I was depressed for a few days. For like a week plus, yes. And it was like my very first open, like, homophobic act from people. It was like, it was really shocking. I don't know. I wake up, I cry, I wake up, I cry. And I'm like, why do we have to go through that? And I'm like, oh, you're in Nigeria. So it's like a conversation between like me and my other selves, like, get yourself together. This is something you go through. But it's more like, it's disappointing, honestly, because I feel we're in 21st century. Really. Would it hurt to be kind? Would it hurt to allow others explore themselves? Would it hurt to allow people be themselves? Like, you don't have to project your idea on us because we're not projecting our own idea on someone, so why?
For me, it was wonderful. I mean, if we follow, like when we talk about strategic advocacy, it was wonderful. News, any kind of news is news. Good or bad news, it's news. So far people are talking about it. What would have been beautiful is if people were talking about the event and how the show went on and Maxiviv came on, did his presentation and the likes of it, and Pink Lounge was, you know, presented to the crowd. That would have been what we would have loved to have people having conversations around. But the fact that it didn't air, the show was cancelled or whatever happened to it, also was a conversation that still went on and is still going on till today.
And for me, I would say a universal story. It's not just a gay story. It transcends that. We touch on mental and emotional health. We touch on feminism. We touch on women's rights as it relates to prostitution. We talk on HIV and AIDS, the era. It's still pretty much existent at this point in time. So we want a universal story where everyone connects to something, because one way or the other, you or someone in your family can relate to the story. And to our unborn children, please stay safe. And whatever cause it is you have to fight for it.
Lagos. Maxiviv 1, Maxiviv 2, Maxiviv 3. The names of my urban children. Joss.
Ginger and garlic.